Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Antonio Brown. In under a minute, a 12-year-old child can have a TikTok, Instagram, or Snapchat profile by simply lying about their date of birth. This one dissertation allowed children to access graphic videos, content including cyberbullying, self-harm groups, addiction promoting, algorithms that weren't created with children's safety at heart. This is important since social media usage is no longer a form of entertainment for children. It is a part of their daily life. The current method of age verification are clearly not effective enough to ensure minors' online safety. As per reports released by the United States Surgeon General, around 95% of teens aged between 13 and 17 report social media usage, and over 1/3 of them admit they are almost always on such apps. Now, I will demonstrate how existing age limits are inefficient and such content causes harm at adolescents and why stronger systems is possible. Social media platforms should implement stricter age verifications, protecting minors from harmful online content. This QR code will become, I'll mention it later on in the presentation. First, existing age limitations for social media websites are ineffective. While it is true that nearly all popular social networks states that their members should be at least 13 years old to join, what really happens when a person registers, he or she enters a fake date of birth on the website without providing any documentations, no IDs, no parent confirmation, no verification of any kind. Any kid just needs to say he or she is older than they really are. This means that what social media companies call age protection really is nothing more than a honesty question. And honesty is not a reliable safety system when dealing with our curious minors and billion dollars online platforms. The Surgeon General's advisory makes it clear that youth social media use is now nearly universal, which proves these weak barriers are nothing. So if children are entering these platforms what exactly are they seeing once they get inside? This leads directly to the second point. Weak age verification exposes minors to harmful content that can seriously damage their mental health. Children are not simply scrolling through harmlessly dance videos, funny videos. They are pushed towards cyberbullying, violent trends, eating disorders, sexual material, self-harm encouragement, and unhealthy body comparison. The reason this happened is because social media algorithms are built for engagement, not child safety. These platforms are designed to keep users scrolling for as long as possible, and controversial and emotional content often keeps attention the longest. U.S. Surgeon General formally warned that children who spent more than 3 hours a day on social media face roughly double the risk of anxiety, depression symptoms. Johns Hopkins Medicine also reports that excessive social media use may interfere with sleep, emotional regulations, self-esteem, and learning development in children and teens. This has become such a serious issue. Associated Press reports that 33 United States files lawsuits against Meta, the parents companies of Instagram and Facebook, claiming that its platforms were knowingly designed to be addictive and harmful to children's mental health. So it says up here, 95% use of social media. Nearly all teens use social media regularly. More than one in three are online almost consistently. Current age barriers are failing. Like I just mentioned, it's a mental health risk. More than 3 hours, it lowers your self-esteem, sleep disruption, and emotional stress. Like I just mentioned, harmful content, self-harm communities, eating disorders, sexual materials, and violent trends. That means this is no longer just a parenting concern. It is now a public safety concern. This harm is clear, but social media companies continue to act as stronger age verification is too difficult to implement. This brings us to the third point. Stricter age verification is possible, practical, and necessary. These companies already verify users for payment system, advertising, copyright claims, and identity authentication. So technology clearly exists. Platforms can use government ID verification, facial age verification, AI age screening, and parent consent systems. Bank verifies identity, airline verify identity. Even delivery apps verify users. Yet somehow social media companies claim they cannot verify whether a child is entering a psychological risk platform. The truth is not that they lack technology. The truth is that they have lacked urgency. As long as a fake birthday remains the only barrier, profits will continue to come before protection. Social media companies should not be allowed to self-regulate when children's mental health is on the line. That is why stronger legal standards or stricter age verifications must be required, which leads to the action that needs to happen next. Tonight, before you go to bed, take out your phone and do two simple things. First, scan the QR code on the screen and sign the Kids Only Safety Act petition calling for stronger child protection laws and social media platforms. Second, go in the settings of one device in your household and activate parental restrictions on screen time control. One petition, one setting change, less than 5 minutes. That small action helps send message that child safety online should matter more than corporate convenience. To conclude, current age restrictions are failing. Harmful content is reaching minors every day, and stronger verification systems are already available. A fake birthday should never function as a child safety policy. The research is clear, the technology exists, and the responsibility now belongs to the public to demand of social media companies to protect children before profits. As I mentioned, 33 states sued Meta. Solution already exists. Parent consent, government ID check, facial age estimation, AI age screening, restricted use accounts. How do I click on the link? It's a little video for a better understanding. Maybe not.
Teenagers are using social media in a plethora of really positive ways. There are groups, there are clubs out there to address anything that a teen has interest with. I see a lot of kids facing challenges with depression, anxiety, and they're able to connect. I think it's incredibly important that we're using social media appropriately. We're seeing teens architect their Instagram photos using filters to create images that are not aligned with who they really are, but they're generating likes. It's a social currency and it's addictive.
Sometimes teens make bad decisions and they can post things on social media that they don't realize that exists forever. As adults, employers look at social media and what are you posting on there? Kids aren't thinking about those kinds of things.
So we do want to supervise our child's social media usage, simply asking them what their social media represents, the values that they want represented, and to ask them about the content that they post. Why is it important? What's interesting about it? Coming from a place of genuine, authentic interest, right? Not concern, just interest. We start that conversation, we keep it open-ended, we keep it consistent, we check in often, and we invite that conversation.
That was just a simple video of how kids.
How much time do you spend?
How kids they make social media and they try to represent something that they're not. and not knowing that's really destroying their mind. And I got another example for my phone. So I'm a kid, I'm 13, and I open TikTok, I make a fake email, I lie about my age, say I was born in 1988, continue, boom, create a nickname. I have a TikTok account that's not with no age restrictions. And that's about everything. Right here's a QR code for a petition. Just sign it, you know, help these kids out. A lot of them are facing mental battles just strictly off of social media. That's it.